As of December 18, 2024, Syria is undergoing significant transformations following the recent overthrow of President Bashar al-Assad's regime. Here's an overview of the current situation. Political landscape. Assad's departure. In early December 2024, President Bashar al-Assad fled Damascus amid a rapid offensive by rebel forces, marking the end of his regime. He and his family have since been granted asylum in Russia. Wikipedia rebel leadership. The country is now under the control of various rebel groups, with Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, HTS, led by Abu Muhammad al-Jalani, now using his real name Ahmed al-Shara, emerging as a significant power. Jalani has pledged to reform Syria's constitution and institutions, advocating for patience during this transitional period. The Wall Street Journal security concerns. Turkish involvement. Turkey is actively seeking to establish a buffer zone along its border, aiming to push back Kurdish forces. Western governments are urging Turkey to negotiate with Syria's new rulers and Kurdish leadership to prevent further conflict. The Times Israeli actions. Israel has announced plans to maintain an indefinite military presence in a buffer zone inside Syria, citing security concerns. This move has drawn international criticism over potential violations of previous ceasefire agreements. Politico-humanitarian situation. Displacement. The conflict has resulted in over 12 million Syrians being forcibly displaced, with approximately 7.2 million internally displaced persons, IDPs, and 6.2 million refugees hosted in neighboring countries. UNHCR reporting humanitarian needs. An estimated 16.7 million people need humanitarian assistance, the highest number since the crisis began in 2011. Food inflation and economic instability have exacerbated the dire living conditions for many Syrians. Commons Library International Relations. Diplomatic engagements. Countries like Qatar have reopened their embassies in Damascus, signaling a cautious re-engagement with Syria. The European Union also plans to reopen its office there, indicating a shift in international diplomatic relations. Associated Press calls for stability. The United Nations and various international actors emphasize the need for a Syrian-led political process to ensure stability and prevent a relapse into civil war. Efforts are underway to mediate ceasefires and establish demilitarized zones, particularly in northern Syria. Security Council report the situation in Syria remains complex and fluid, with ongoing power struggles and humanitarian challenges. The international community monitors developments closely, advocating for peaceful transitions and establishing a stable governance structure. Recent developments in Syria.